Welcome back to Game Week FC. What you're looking at right there on the screen is Parker and I's records from this past week. Both had fairly even results. Not a bad week, not a great week. Parker, you had a better week than me this time. However, you did have a tough week last time out. So, as it stands, Parker, you went 6-4 this weekend. I went 5-5. My overall record is 86 wins, 76 losses, and 8 pushes. Parker, you are 80 wins, 83 losses, and 7 pushes. How do you feel about this past week?
Yeah, well, I mean, coming off a 2-win week, just about anything was going to be better. And glad that we bounced back to be positive for the entire weekend. And we're looking to keep that train rolling and try to chip away at your 6-point lead here.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to stay ahead of you, but it's definitely not easy. And it's really even harder to try to stay ahead of you during this holiday season with all these games just jam-packed. And you just never know what's going to happen. That's what happened last week, the third game of the week. We got so many games wrong. So it's really tough. You have to be aware of the amount of fixtures going on, but you just got to adapt to it. You got to try to predict the unpredictable. So without further ado, first game for this week on Friday, tomorrow, Manchester United, Newcastle. Parker, what is your play in this game?
Boxing Day. This is usually my favorite time of year. Unfortunately, with this year being Boxing Day being on a Friday, we're only getting one game. It is what it is. The scheduling gods just didn't work out this year. But in terms of my pick, there wasn't any sort of line that stood out to me. Honestly, this game has draw written all over it in my head. But I'm going to give the edge to the home side. I think Old Trafford on Boxing Day is a special place. So I've gone for Manchester United tie no bet.
Fascinating. Okay. We are kind of on different sides here. So I'm torn between two picks in this game. Honestly, I believe that Newcastle need this game more. And Manchester United are just kind of in shambles right now in terms of who they're missing, who's injured. We got Brian Mbeumo, Amad Diallo. They're gone for AFCON. And then you just have Bruno Fernandes get hurt in the last game, so he will be out. I think he might be looking at a month-long recovery. So I am definitely leaning tie no bet Newcastle in this game. I'm torn between taking under 3. So I'm looking at here. Not sure how many of y'all's sports book websites, apps have this, but Asian total under 3. So if there's 3 goals, then it just pushes. I want to take that, but I'm definitely leaning tie no bet Newcastle in this game. I don't know how there's going to be goals because Newcastle struggle to score for some reason. They have talented players, but they've just really had a tough time scoring lately. And Manchester United, with all the players out, I just feel like they're going to have a tough time scoring as well. But yeah, I'm going to take it. Everybody is talking about how this game's going to fly over with goals and stuff, but I'm going to be the pessimist here and say there's not going to be a ton of goals in this game.
I'm
Under
kind of
3.
with you. I like the under 3.
Yeah. And Manchester United, without their key attackers, it's probably going to force them to play slightly more defensive. So I might regret it, but I'm going to go under 3 goals in this game. Moving on to our next game on Saturday, 6:30 a.m. We got Nottingham Forest City.
Man City at the City Ground of Nottingham.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going back to back Erling Haaland goals here. Um, it just seems like the type of game where he scores a random tap in. I don't know why. Maybe that's him every game. So maybe that's not the best, pick per se, not the juiciest pick, but I think that's going to get me a win this weekend. So Erling Haaland at the City Ground, book it.
That's fair. It's hard to argue with that at this point in the season. The guy is just on fire. Doesn't seem like he can be stopped. I regret not triple captaining him in last weekend's game. I chose Semenyo, but that's a whole nother story. About this matchup here, Sean Dyke, I still don't know exactly how to say his name. He has a terrible record against Pep Guardiola. He has never beaten Pep Guardiola. He has lost 17 times, and I believe he's only drawn, I forgot what it was. It might have been, I think he's only drawn twice against Pep
That's
Guardiola.
that's brutal.
So I have to take Manchester City here, money line. I do. It does seem like a weird game. I like Forest are a good quality team. I think they looked awful against Fulham this past week, but I think they have more to show. But I'm gonna take it. I think Guardiola can absolutely outsmart Sean Dyche. So I'm just gonna take Man City money line. Erling Haaland probably score if you want to parlay it. It's plus 108. So yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, I love that parlay.
Yeah. City
Probably will
City
take that.
Train City Train keeps rolling. Liverpool Wolves.
Yeah, not gonna think too much about this one, honestly. It's Liverpool minus 1.5. I think without without Salah and without Isak, it's just the Ekatike show now. You guys can play the formation you want. You can play the personnel you want. I think this is probably exactly what Liverpool needed to actually get results. So I also like an Ekatike goal here. I'm not gonna take that, but Liverpool minus 1.5 is the play here. Wolves are still terrible, and I don't see it getting any better anytime soon.
Yeah. I have trouble picking, you know, Liverpool not to win. I mean they should absolutely win this game. I don't know how exactly it's going to go, but what I do know is that Liverpool last 3 times they've played Wolves, they've they've been winning at halftime and they ended up winning the game. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna click out of yours real quick. Liverpool halftime money line, full game money line at 165,
Okay,
and then adding your spread, you are minus 1.5. So roughly the same pick.
roughly.
Yeah, roughly. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout. I could see it being like 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. I don't think Wolves are going to score. I really don't.
I don't really think so either. I kind of like a Soboslai goal or assist here as well, but I'm just sprinkling at that point.
Yeah. Ekatike is minus 185 to score in this game.
Holy cow!
That's way higher than I expected, honestly.
Same, same.
All right. Arsenal Brighton. This is kind of this could be a tricky game.
Yeah,
Or maybe
I
maybe I'm overthinking.
well, I honestly, as soon as I saw this was the matchup this week for Arsenal, I immediately said 2-1 Arsenal in my head. and I still think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to tweak it. My bet is going to be a two pick here. I'm going Arsenal money line and Arsenal over 1.5 team total. So pretty much just it'll be right under our threshold. Um, but really banking on the Arsenal two goal here, which I
Mm,
think will happen. I love the 2-1 scoreline.
wow.
You heard it
I
here
love
first.
that. Um, yeah, I really, really like that. I really like that. That if you want to go with a safe pick, I'd say that's probably the perfect way to go here. I I see Arsenal. They scraped out a win against Everton. They only allowed point 0.2 something xG. Everton had no chance to score in that game. I actually think I like Arsenal score at least 2 goals in this game. I really do. But my play, Arsenal have pretty consistently been the best second half team this year. Last year, they were the best first half team. This year, they've been much better in the second half. So I'm going to take them at minus 145 to win the second half. I think those odds tell you everything that you need to know about what I just said. And I think the reason why they're more favored to win the second half because they've been statistically the better second half team this season. So if I don't know if that's parlayable, all three of those, it should be. But yeah, just Arsenal second half money line. That's my pick.
Gunners down the board there.
Go on, Gunners. I also love sprinkle a Leandro Trossard goal. He's playing against his former club several years ago. Many people forget that he played there. Trossard goal, sprinkle it.
I
Next up,
like
we
it.
got Everton Burnley.
This is my stinky pick of the week.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Uh, I'm going for the Clarets here. I've gone Burnley tie no bet. Yeah, I
I
hate I love it, but I hate it at the same time. Everton, like you mentioned, coming off a really tough game against Arsenal. You would expect this game to be sort of a bounce back for them. I'm sort of rolling the dice saying that they're going to be in the same sort of slump, sort of in that festive, fixture slump. There's always a team or two that these games come at the wrong time. I feel like that might be Everton right now, and this is probably a game that Burnley circled on their calendar saying we can pick up points here. So yeah, Burnley tie no bet.
do you want to take Tino bet or do you want to take Burnley or tie? Because Burnley or tie is pretty good odds as well.
Uh, oh, actually, yeah, let's do double chance.
Okay,
I
because then you will
I
win
thought
your
about
money
that.
if you tie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do I kind of agree with you, Parker. Everton, I mean, here's the thing. Everton were atrocious against Arsenal. It's exactly what I expected. They're missing two of their key players, probably their best attacker in Iliman Njai to AFCON, and they did not look like they could create anything against Arsenal. Burnley are a complete different team. They just came off a huge draw against Bournemouth against all odds. They scored in like the 90 something minute to tie the game 1-1. So, I mean, the momentum is kind of on their side. Everton, however, not so much. I think the way to go in this game is under 2.5 goals at minus 150. Just you got Everton missing their best attacker. They still have some pretty techie players, but they're playing at home. Burnley squad who need to prove themselves at home, who are supposed to be good at defense. They haven't been this season. But I don't know, dude. I just see this being a 1-1 draw. or a 0-1 game to either side. I'm going to go with under 2.5.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, because I could totally see Everton bouncing back with a win, but I don't think it's going to be by much. So I don't trust either team to get a result.
Come on, Burnley.
Brentford versus Bournemouth. I'm
I
going to
think it's
go
gonna
with
be super entertaining. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go with the player prop here. Score or assist. Antoine Semenyo. He's starting to heat up again. He's scored in back-to-back games. I think he's going to pop off again in this game and contribute. He's probably going to leave Bournemouth in the winner, so I think he may as well give them everything that he has. So I'm going to take Mr. Semenyo to make something happen.
I like it. He is red hot right now. Um, I think this can be a pretty entertaining game, and you probably know where I'm going to go with this. I'm going both teams to score, which may not be a surprise. I love these. I love these picks. I love chaos, and I love goals.
Yeah, I was actually going to pick that. That was going to be my main play, but I like Semenyo too much right now. He started super fast at the beginning of the season, and then he slowed down, and now he's picking it up again. Brentford, they got a nice win against Wolves, but they still don't they're still not super convincing to me. I mean, they drew Leeds last time out at home, and Leeds looked like the better team. So I don't know what's going to happen in this game. There could be goals, there could not be, but I'm just going to put my trust in Semenyo because I think he's going to be the best player on the pitch.
That's fair. I kind of like Tiago on the other side of the coin as well. I may
Tiago's
end
been
up
super. He's in a drought right now, but this could be the game that he gets back on track.
100%.
All right, we got another kind of shitter game here. Yeah, I like both teams to score in this game. What do you like?
That was exactly what I had in this one.
Nice.
I don't think West Ham's capable of keeping a clean sheet, especially at home, which, as we know, their home form has been pretty dreadful this season.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I think this game will probably be better than we think. So yeah, I like both teams here.
Yeah. Two player props that I absolutely love. Sprinkle, Jared Bone, score or assist, and also Emil Smith Rowe, score or assist.
He seems to heat up in spurts. So if you can hit him on, you know, one of these streaks, it can be pretty profitable.
Yes.
I had him in fantasy last year, and he was a very streaky player. But man, when he was hot, he was really good.
Yes. And the reason why I throw his name out is because Harry Wilson did he's on my fantasy team. Harry Wilson, I picked him up. It looked like he had a knock the other day. He was like 75% to play in this game. He probably will play, but assuming that he still kind of feels a little bit of pain, I think Emil Smith Rowe is going to be the next guy up for Fulham. I think he's going to contribute big time in the next few weeks with the AFCON guys gone. So I love him to get something in this game.
Love it.
But but both teams are scoring that game as well. Moving on to Chelsea, Aston Villa. I'll tell you what my pick in this game is, and it is Chelsea money line. I don't care what people say. Aston Villa, they're on such a hot streak. It's time that it ends. Okay, Manchester United were all over them last week. Honestly, United should have gotten a result. If Bruno Fernandes didn't get hurt, they would have tied the game or won the game. Chelsea.
Wow. You usually don't fade the hot team, but you you make your own path, and I respect it. For the third game in a row, I'm going both teams to score. I think this is probably the game of the week, um, and I can't wait to watch this one. Both teams have been finding the net pretty easily. Cole Palmer back in the mix for Chelsea. Morgan Rogers is hot. I would probably say both of those two guys are probably fighting for a spot on the England team. So I expect Thomas Tuchel to be in attendance for this one. Should be a good match.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I low key think that this could be a Chelsea clean sheet. I
Ooh,
don't know what those odds are, but I am all over Chelsea in this game. Player score assist, Cole Palmer. I actually love João Pedro to get a score assist as well. Seems like whenever Cole Palmer is in the squad, João Pedro seems to play better. Um, so I like either of those guys to get something in this game, but definitely Cole Palmer. I think he's becoming more involved in the squad. I think it's his time to kind of carry this Chelsea team.
I like it.
Moving on to Sunderland versus Leeds. This one I don't like, honestly.
So I love because I'm riding the hot hand or the hot foot head. Doesn't matter. Everything that he touches turns to goals, and that is Mr. Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Come
Give it to
on,
me.
come on, lad. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. You know what? Oops. This game, so Sunderland have not lost at home this season. That's kind of shocking, honestly. But these odds are so weird. You would think that Sunderland are kind of heavy favorites here, but I'm actually going to go the other way around. Leeds are playing some really good football at the moment. Sunderland missing AFCON guys. They still have a very strong squad. They looked good against Brighton. I don't know, man. I just like how Leeds are playing right now, and I think they could make something happen in this game.
As long as Calvert-Lewin has something to do with that, we're golden.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look at these stats real quick. Look at that. Grant Xhaka, an assist in 3 of Sunderland's last 5 EPL matches at plus 750. Both teams to score. Has hit in 14 of Leeds' last 15 EPL Sunday matches. Oh, Leeds has lost each of its last 6 EPL away matches following a league win. I don't care. Taking Leeds. They're playing too well at the moment.
They really are. They're a fun team to watch right now.
Yeah. Crystal Palace, Tottenham. This one is. I don't know how to feel about this game. Fun fact: Oliver Glasner has not beaten Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank is 2-0 against Oliver Glasner.
Hmm.
But that was when he was at Brentford.
Fair. Um, yeah, I'm going back to my roots on this one. The thing that probably kept my record alive for the first probably 8 weeks of the season. I feel like I've gotten away from it a little bit, but Palace, tie no bet. It's back.
Hmm. Yeah.
Tottenham without Xavi Simmons and Kudus. I don't really know where the creativity is going to come from. Palace at
Yeah.
home, pretty decent. I kind of like Mateta to score as well, but I'm gonna keep it at Palestine. I bet.
Yeah. This one's tough. Crystal Palace, they had a midweek match against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup, which they lost in PKs. Unfortunately, I mean, could they be fatigued from that game? I don't know, but yeah, I mean, Tottenham without Xavi Simons is a big problem. But Crystal Palace are without Daniel Munoz and Ismail Assar. I'm gonna take Tottenham. Final bet Tottenham, just to be different. I
Opposite ends of the aisle.
I would not be surprised whatsoever if Crystal Palace won this game. Actually, what's double chance Tottenham? Yeah, I'll take double chance Tottenham. Tottenham. That's about the same as Tottenham at Palace. I just I don't know why I'm taking this pick. It does kind of make me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. But Thomas Frank record against Glasner, plus coming off a midweek game, plus Palace just aren't playing that well at the moment. Let's be honest, and they're missing some of their best players. I don't know. Tottenham need to bounce back here. I'm taking.
I think
I'll
that's it
take
for the
him. Why
week.
not? That's it. Yeah. Wow, that went fast. Uh, all right, we got to figure out what our favorite bets are of the week. Parker, what is yours?
Hmm. You know, I had a tough time deciding what it was going to be, but I think I'm going to go with the Chelsea Villa, both teams to score. I'm really excited about this game.
Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna go with this game as well. I'm gonna go with Chelsea money line. That's my favorite pick.
Oh, gosh.
I think Villa are due for a loss. I think they've won like 12 straight. This madness needs to end. And I think Chelsea's the team. I think Chelsea's the team that has more depth, especially around this holiday season. I think it's going to show. Cole Palmer's back. It's their time to step up and beat a quality Villa side.
Can you scroll down and see what the parlay odds are?
If you want to parlay these picks on
Thank you.
DraftKings, plus 232, both teams to score, Chelsea money line. Hope for the best. Hope for a 2-1, 3-1 Chelsea win. Then you can certainly take that. If you want to take correct score here, you've got 2-1 Chelsea at plus 550, 3-1 Chelsea at plus 1100. Or if you want to go big and go 5-2 plus 6,000, why not? Have a day. Go on, you Blues. But guys, that's all we got in this video. We appreciate you watching. We love doing these videos, making our predictions. And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I know I said it in the last video, but Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you guys enjoy your week. Enjoy watching football. Can't wait. I wish we had more games on Boxing Day, but, we got games on New Year's. So I'm not going to complain. Football's football. And, yeah, enjoy your holidays, guys. And as always, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That means the world to us. But as always, as we say, adios.
Adios and Merry Christmas.